Each day, the average American throws away 4 pounds of garbage that could be recycled materials. We began researching the mattress industry, finding that each year more than 30 million mattresses are sent to landfills across the country. Because of their large size, mattresses take up considerable space and can take decades to decompose. They store flammable pockets of air, often leading to landfill fires. Nationwide, nearly 50% of formerly incarcerated men are unemployed. And without employment, 67% of these men will find themselves back in prison within just 3 years of being released. A detriment not only to their futures, but also costing taxpayers over $23,000 a year for each inmate behind bars. We recognized the problems and decided it was time to take action.
Springback solves 2 problems. First is their environmental impact. We take apart the mattresses and deconstruct each of the different materials, selling them to their respective material buyers. These materials are repurposed into new products. For example, 33 pounds of steel is found on the average mattress. The more important thing about what Springback does, it helps men spring back into society. The men who are employed at Springback are either previously incarcerated or disenfranchised by society.
I oversee the day-to-day operations, inventory, selling all the materials. Because of my past history, I know a lot of what the guys are going through, being incarcerated and going back out on the streets. This gives them an opportunity to have a job and to see that guys that have been in their position have moved on to be positive citizens and keep a job and move on. Our success rate is probably 90%. The work release guys are some of our best employees.
I basically put the springs in the baler that comes out of the mattresses. I was incarcerated and I was going through the work release program, just keeping me away from the street life out there selling drugs, and it just motivated me. I know I can do much better.
I'm with a program called Work Release. It's a reentry program for ex-felons. I've been fortunate enough, but prior to this, it's been very difficult for me to find a job, being that I've got a felonious background. This program has given me the opportunity to not only get back on my feet, but with a decent, job to, help me take care of my family.
Whenever I started working at Springback, I was really thinking about how I could serve them and how I could benefit them. But the more I've been involved, I've really learned how Springback and the guys who work there have started to change me.
When you bring your mattress to Springback Recycling, you're making a donation. That money goes to paying the expenses of the operation. So from the rent to the balers to paying the men a fair wage, that's where that donation goes to sustaining our business. I think we found something that's successful here in Nashville, and so we want to be able to scale it and replicate our model in other cities so that we can have that much more of an impact by diverting landfills from mattresses all over our country, and then also empower men throughout the United States and maybe even worldwide.
Our number one goal is manpower and to employ people and rehabilitate.
Be successful and take care of my family.
Become a better person.
The mattresses are just the tool to help us get them there.
This video was brought to you by the Healthcare Television Network in conjunction with Greenlit Studio Productions, proud supporters of Springback's mission.